Hey, what's up guys? Broman here, bringing you another video. This time back in the P-47 on Krimsk, fighting against the Ruskies. Yeah, I think I got a pretty nice little match for you here. Some nice energy fighting against the Russians. One thing that you may notice right off the bat here is I'm not, up at the higher altitudes that you normally see me at. I'm kind of down low here, relatively low, Normally, 5 kilometers altitude is too low for me, but whatever. I figured with all the recent changes that Gaijin has been making, with the battle ratings and their just their flight models and the other things like that, I don't think I'm really gonna try to fly, quote unquote how I should anymore. I mean, I've kind of accepted that this isn't really a Gaijin isn't going for a realistic approach to this game anymore. I've sort of accepted that that's not going to be the case. So I'm just going to try to have fun here. I'm going to kind of try flying more aggressively. I mean, I think I've been kind of pigeonholing myself within my flight style into a certain style of flying that it's kind of limited me because I've been not willing to sort of exploit things, I guess, that you can, because of the physics models and stuff like that. And so I just say, fuck it, I'm gonna fly to have fun here, and it's been working out pretty well for me here. So yeah, right now I'm pretty low. For me, definitely low, but I'm gonna get some good fights here. Hopefully you'll enjoy what you see here. This first Yak 3. You notice I spotted him there. We were about equal altitude, but I had just come out of a dive, so I had a lot of speed built up. So I turned towards him in a head-on, maintained all that speed that I had built up, and kind of offset myself and zoomed past him, went into a spiral climb just to throw off his aim a little bit. And sure enough, he couldn't follow me. It's definitely a challenge to fight Yaks and Lavochkins, anything Russian really below 4 kilometers altitude, below 5 kilometers altitude even. So it's something that you definitely have to know what you're doing to succeed with, or to succeed at. And one thing that's kind of helping me out here against this Yak 3 is that this guy's not really doing a very good job of conserving his energy, I guess, or flying very energy efficiently. So it's kind of like, I think I'm doing a pretty good job here of maintaining my energy, sticking to the vertical, performing energy efficient maneuvers, and he's kind of throwing his plane all over the place, which kind of nullifies the advantage that his plane has. And I think a lot of that has to do with the pressure I'm putting on him. So you can definitely fight these guys down low. If you get caught up against a good pilot, it's definitely a lot more difficult, but it can be done, which you'll hopefully see here in a little bit. So now there's more Yaks in the fight here. One Yak 9T below me, one Yak 9T at my altitude in front of me here, and that one far off there kind of has me a little bit worried. So I'm kind of maintaining my altitude, picking up speed here for a merge with this guy. I want to make sure I'm fast when we merge so that I have some options. But he zooms past me there, doesn't make any slight maneuver to come after me, so okay, I let him go. This Yak 3 here, climbing up for me. This is a very risky maneuver here that I pull, but sometimes you have to, to go for some risks if you want to win. And I timed this just absolutely perfectly. I could not have timed that better if I tried. He stalls out there, hanging in the air, and I'm right there to pluck him out of the sky. But you notice there at the top of the loop, I guess, I kind of just maintain my altitude there. I don't really immediately dive down on him. I'm kind of just letting him drop energy, maintaining that separation, or keeping it as separated as possible to give him the most difficult shot as possible. And yeah, and then I can't really tell you how I timed it. It's kind of just something you have to practice. You just kind of have to have an eye for it. And it's taken me a long time to get that kind of that kind of eye for it, but it worked out perfectly. So now it's just me and this Yak 9T. So that first one that I was telling you about, that first Yak 9T that was at my altitude, it turns out that he's like AFK or he disconnected or something, because I mean he just flies off into the sunset and I never see him again. So now it's just me and this Yak 9T here. But I'm the last alive on my team, fighters wise. Well, there's a Corsair way out over there, like 22 kilometers away. I think he's AFK as well. He eventually dies or disconnects or whatever. So it's me and these two other ground attackers that aren't going to be any use to me. But there are 2 more enemies unaccounted for. So I have this Yak 19, 2 more, so 3 total. Here, the Yak 9T, he goes for a bit of a flat turn here. I'm going to just maintain my altitude above him. I go for a lag pursuit. He continues his turn. But I look up there and I notice LA5 incoming. So I abort my attack run there. Now I got to figure out what to do with this LA5. I go for the high-speed merge there, let him pass underneath me, and I go into a climb to reverse on him. I'm kind of just trying to eyeball how much energy he has. It looks like I've got a pretty significant altitude advantage, so that's good. I'm not too worried about that immediately. Keeping an eye on the Yak 9T though. Here goes the LA5. He's going to start doing a very high G flat turn there, and so I go for a lag pursuit, dive down on him. He goes up for a climb right in front of me. I'll light him up. So there you go. He's out of the match. Now it's just me and this Yak 9T. Go for a high-speed merge here. I'm pretty sure I still have a significant energy advantage. I look back, and oh, look at that. LA5. Surprise, surprise. He put out the fire. So he's not out of the match, actually. He's still got still poses a little bit of a threat, but I think that I've done enough damage to him that he's very combat ineffective at the moment. I don't think he can really do anything to me. He's too damaged, so I just stick to this Yak 9T. Here you're about to see some of the most awful shooting you've probably ever seen. This is pretty terrible. But a lot of it has to do with the terrible instructor in the P-47 when you're inverted. It just is absolutely impossible to aim at anything. So I wasted a little bit too much energy and spent a little too much effort there trying to take him out when I should have just let him go. But whatever. I climb back up. Here comes the LA5 again. I see him level out. He's turned towards me, so I level out as well at the top of my climb here, trying to keep my speed pretty high. Right. Pick up some more for this merge. Here we go. I kind of wiggle a little bit, give him a little bit of a difficult shot, and he zooms past me. Keeping on a Yak 9T down below me. And I still think that I should probably be going for this Yak 9T, so even though the LA5 is a little bit higher altitude, he's got a little bit more energy. Normally I would say go for the highest energy opponent, but I don't think that he's healthy enough to do anything for me, so I stick to this Yak 9T. He goes evasive. I know I'm not going to be able to make that shot, so I immediately turn back to the LA5, go for another head-on. This time it's kind of more like a vertical head-on merge, not a flat one that you're used to seeing, but it serves the same purpose, accomplishes the same thing, so gives him a difficult shot. He can't land the head-on, so I get above him there, and I guess he figures it's time to bug out. This time he dives away, and I eventually get the kill. He eventually crashes on the runway. Here we go again, diving back on the Yak 9T. Some more terrible shooting. I can't really blame the instructor that time. That was just pretty bad shooting. Go into a climb here. I see he just pulled that horizontal turn, that flat turn to come after me, so I think that I just kind of eyeball this again. Once again, you just kind of have to eyeball it. Notice here though, I turn sideways. That's to give them as small of a silhouette as I can. That's one thing I do at the tops of my climbs there when I'm trying to do this. Turn sideways so it gives them as little of a silhouette to shoot at as possible, as small of a silhouette. And it actually, I mean, if you look at where, you go back and rewatch it, look where my wing was, and then look how I turned sideways and watch where his shells went flying right past where my wing was. So I think that kind of saved me. But there we go, another kill. Time it just perfectly. He's just kind of hanging there. Nice, easy kill. So, anyways, folks, there you go. That's some energy fighting in the P-47. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. There's not much else to see. LA-5 crashes on the runway, and then I snipe somebody while they're landing. They get last Yak-3. Nothing really cool to see, so I'll end the video here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.